Okay, so this video is going to go over this Roman numerals converter program. So again, I'm going to open up this sketch screen stuff. Circle your nouns, Roman numerals. Actually, I'm going to read it real quick. It says, write a program that prompts the user to enter a number within the range of 1 through 5. Program should display the Roman numeral version of that number in a message. If the number is outside the range of 1 through 5, the program should display the error message. Create an accessor method that gets the message, a mutator method that accepts a number entered by the user and sets the message to its proper Roman numeral. Okay, so we are basically, the purpose is to convert a number 1 through 5 to to its Roman numeral. Okay. So we got underline right, program, prompts, user, enter, number, I don't know, 1 through 5, program, display, Roman numeral, number, message, program, display, error message. So we got accessor method. Alright, so again, I'm going to call this thing Roman numerals or main Roman numerals. Okay, we got user, we got number, we got program, we got message, what do we have? Prompts for verbs, enter, display. Alright, so the big thing, remember our accessor is a get method and our mutator is a set method. So it says create an accessor method that gets the message. So I guess I could call it create a mutator method that accepts the number entered by the user and sets. So we could call it get message and set message if we want, and that would be acceptable. Those were the two good functions to write. I mean, you're always prompting the user, entering information, displaying information. So those, what we really want are the mutator and setter method. And then this will be the title. User's not important. Numbers important. Programs not important, but messages going to be important as well. So those are good. So we could switch to our model. We could do this. We could go down here and run another one of these. And so this is where we break it up, and we could say, main Roman numeral. And again, apologize for that bad handwriting. And then we have a string message. And the message will hold, I'll show you in a minute, but like uppercase I, uppercase I, or I. Int number is what the user is going to enter in. And then we need to void set message. And we'll pass in the number and string get message that will return it. Okay. Now we actually can do this stuff now, and it's kind of a pain to draw out, but these are the structures of it. So it'd be something like if num, I'm going to say num and not number, if num is equal to 1, then we would assign the message equal to I. And if it's false, we come down here and we check if message, or sorry, if num is equal to 2, then, so if this is true right here, this is false. And then we come down here and do, message equals I. And if it's false, we come down here and we run down here and we say if message, or if num, that's pretty bad. Let's get up here and if num is equal to 3, and I'm going to run out of room on here, and this is a really bad way to and then we'd have to run another one. Okay, then we check to see if it's 4 or if it's 5, and if it's none of those, then we want to have the message equal to an error. Okay, so that's, again, I drew it out really bad because it's hard to write with these things, but at the same time, I think you kind of get the idea, and this is good. These flowcharts are good for new programmers who are just learning this stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna open up Visual Studios, and we can get started on this. And main Roman numerals. And like I've done so far with every video this semester, I'm going to do it all in main, and then I'll switch over to doing it with functions, and then you guys can decide how you wanna do this. So using namespace std, and remember we've got an int num and a string message, and so then we output to the user, please enter a number 1 through 5 to see its equivalent Roman numeral. So cn num, okay, and then it would be, if num is equal to 1, then message would equal I, uppercase I. else if let's see here, num is equal to 2, message equals II, num is equal to 3, message equals III. Now make sure you can't do one single equal statement in there, because you can't assign a variable in a Boolean condition. You got to check to see if the Boolean condition is true or false. That's a mistake young programmers will make. Else if num is equal to 5, message equals v, and then we want to do else and end it and say message equals error. So if they enter anything else, we'll just give them an error statement, okay? And then we should be able to, what? See out. Okay, let me think here. See out. Let me think here. So let's see what this looks like. See if I get any errors here. So enter 1, the Roman numeral equivalent to 1 is I, and I should put a space in between. There we go. So let's try 2 now. 3. 4. 5. And I don't know, 6. Is error, you enter an invalid number. So, alright, so this works. So now I'm going to start changing it up to have some functions, okay? So right here we'll call setMessage. We'll pass in num. So we'll say void setMessage. Pass that there. And say what? Int num. And we'll put this above. And then we will get the message. So string, it's not void, it's string get message. And we'll return the message, because remember it got set in here. Let's look here, I got an issue. And you know what, I am going to do something here real quick. I just want to see something, just to make sure that this code's getting hit right. Yeah, look at is I, it's not doing it right. So I have an issue, set message. Okay, so I gotta define my, that's what I thought, and I forget to do this because this is something that I haven't done in years, and it's done in it's not done in Python or Java, so I always forget this, but this is important. We need to void set message int num, and then string get message, and that defines that to the compiler that those two are down there. So now if I go, you know, blah blah blah, let's test this now and make sure that that gets set properly. So 1. Okay, yep, now it's doing it good. Okay. Alright, so, and I'll test out all the other ones too, just to, you know, make sure I'm doing this right. 2. 3. Okay. So that should work good. Alright, so again, you know, we just create our different setter and getter functions, and then we run the set information where we're setting some sort of information, and then we return it with the get. And so we need to make sure we call it, which we did, and then we get the message. So this looks good, and this video is done.